everyone, and welcome to another live episode here in the Smoking Studios of the Rocky Mountain Cigar Show. We've got a Halloween special here. We've got the clowns. We've also got a new clown. We don't know if he's a clown yet, but we'll figure it out. We've got a new clown to introduce tonight that decided to jump in last minute. So really excited about that. We are going to be doing, I think, 2 giveaways tonight, too. We'll let the boys, we'll let the clowns talk a little bit more about that as well. So I've got no show updates other than let's just have a good fucking time and go ahead and bring in the clowns. Hi. Oh, hang on. For some reason, his camera didn't click. Right? For some reason, his camera didn't click in, and I got to change. Oh, no, it's because you left. You left.
That's right. He left.
Nipples need attention. We appreciate you signing off.
Right? All right, he should be jumping in here.
That's a great hat you're wearing, right?
There he is.
Hey, Larry.
How y'all doing tonight?
Very good.
Why are you not on this one? What is going on? There we go.
They put me in the green room. There we go.
How you doing, Ray? I got to adjust your name when it kicked you out, and it kicked you out entirely. So this is Ray Kane Jr., everyone. We'll get his name right when the time comes, but he kind of, I'm going to blame the intro on Ray, okay? Because Ray's whatever broke down as the show was starting, and I couldn't readjust. So it was not a folly on my part. Can we get an amen from everybody that agrees?
Gotta call the audible.
I'll agree.
You know what I mean?
I will second that.
How y'all doing tonight? Nice to have you guys back on.
You know how we make an entrance? Come on.
Right? We got a new person here on the show with you all tonight. Let's kind of go ahead and start with introducing John. John, will you do yourself a favor and kind of introduce yourself to us and tell us how you got hooked up with the clowns?
It kind of just happened. It was one of those things where what's that? You yapping already? Yeah. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, I can't hear John, but I can hear Joe.
We could hear
Not
John.
that I want to hear John anyway. Yeah, not that one anyway. Completely okay with that.
So I started out as a fanboy, and I'm down here in South Carolina, and I started working with Family by Loyalty as a rep, and then I expanded to a couple other companies. And one afternoon, just bullshitting with Joe, said, "Hey, if you guys want, I'll see what I can do around my area. Maybe send me a couple samples or something. I'll see if I can get them in." And that kind of started the whole journey with these guys, and ended up getting into a few shops down here and started making some moves. And I love the brand. I mean, I love everything about it. And the guys are family. You know, it's not even like it's. Well, it is kind of like work. I have to deal with Ray. Did you hear that?
Yeah. And I'm sure he yells and cusses a lot too.
No, he just doesn't show up. And but no, it's been a lot of fun. And then one afternoon, I got a phone call from Joe, and that's kind of how the whole thing happened. I came in as a 4th clown.
Wow. Like watching the silent movie.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, that's awesome, John. It's great to have you aboard. Welcome to the first time you being on the show. You've got a hell of a nice beard, my friend.
I appreciate
really
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like that's years of meticulous care. You can tell.
It's the
mine.
product he uses.
I just brush.
Yeah, it's my wife and I have a beard care company, so that was started based on the cigar community, and so yeah, this is well kept and in good product.
Well, it definitely looks like it. Well, let's jump into the "What Are You Smoking Tonight" segment of the show. I'm going to go ahead and start with John, as John's the new guy. John, what are you smoking tonight?
I got one of my favorite Geppetto. This is actually my first cigar of the day. It's been a long day, so I love the complexity of this cigar. So it for me, it hits every time.
And do you know what no, it's undisclosed. What about you, Ray?
I'm smoking our 2024 Festivus.
Very nice. Very nice. Joe?
I'm going with the Geppetto as well.
Very nice. You said, hold on, Ray, you said that was the new Festivus?
No, 24.
Okay, 24. That's what I thought.
Mm.
And I
Okay.
am smoking the King of Clowns, which I think is the highest price MSRP cigar you guys have, right? In
That is
stores?
Rodeo.
Is Rodeo more?
Rodeo might
No.
These were
You're right,
18. These were 18 apiece, if I remember right.
Where the hell are you getting those
Yeah.
for 18?
Well, I think they were at Smoke It. I think there was 180, or was 160 or 180 a box. I can't remember.
Really?
I think so.
It's an 11 count box. I thought it was 145.
It might be.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I bought these a little bit ago. I bought a couple boxes of the Geppettos. But I bought this one a little bit ago, so I'm looking it up right now. But let's see. If you guys are looking for any of this Cigar Clown stuff, you could go straight on to Smokin's website, smokin.com, and go right to their list of big brands, or just type in Cigar Clowns, and you could find anything you need.
They
got,
just re-upped.
I had a chance
not
to get
too
down
long-
there.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was my bad. 125. I was thinking the same thing.
125. There you go,
125. It's MSRP retails at 140. Smoking's got a 10% off at 125.95. So
It's a great, that's a great deal.
for 11, that's less than $10. It's almost less than $10 a stick, right? Or that is
It's a
less than
great-
$10 a stick.
Yeah, it's right at $10 a stick.
Is it? It's a really,
Yeah,
really
well,
good cigar.
10.50.
Yeah.
It's worth every penny. It's worth every penny.
Yeah,
on that
without
cigar.
question. You know, I had a
Mhm.
chance to get to. It was February. I was down in West Palm for a little bit, and I got a chance to go to Smoke Inn, and what a very cool place.
It is. The mothership's a good one at Boynton.
Yep. And I got to meet the brains behind the operation. Mrs.
Abe.
Abe came out to welcome me, and then
Brandy.
Abe,
Very nice.
Abe came out for a hot minute. He was like right in the heart of getting the smoking stuff done. So he was like, I only got a couple minutes. I just wanted to say hi. That's fair.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. And I am washing my cigar down with a glass of Hidden Barn whiskey. So I don't know if you guys are whiskey drinkers, but definitely water. That's a healthier choice, Ray. I'll give you that one for sure.
It's not even a matter of health. It's a school night.
It's a school night.
You know what I mean?
Thank you so much, Steve Saka, for sponsoring the What Are You Smoking Tonight segment. Buy as many Dunbarton Tobaccos and Trusts as you can. Support the brand. All right, let's get back to the show here. Well, I think we need to kind of start with what we're going to be doing around a giveaway tonight, just so that way we can get everyone prepared for it, everyone ready for it. We've got a fairly big audience right now, so who wants to talk about what's going to be the giveaway for the Halloween special?
I guess I'll throw it up. It's we're gonna give a 4-pack of our core line out tonight, and then we also have we're going to give away a canvas print, one of our large format canvas prints, and
Large format.
It'll be a random. Could be King of Clowns like you have. No, you have the regular Cigar Clowns. It could be Goldie Grace. It could be the Dancing Bear. We have a couple really nice. Oh, Goldie Grace is right behind John. John, you could show off Goldie Grace. There he goes. Boom. Yeah, we have a couple large format.
That's a good one.
That's a hot item. That's a hot item.
Yeah, I bet that's
a hot item.
I bet that's a hot item.
That's
Holy
a hot
cow,
item.
that is a beautiful one. Would they be that big?
Yeah.
So full size.
I'll make it as big as you want. You want me to do 60 by 80? I'll do 60 by 80. Whatever you want.
Take it easy.
Put it right outside. Put it right outside the garage door.
Yeah, it is your garage door.
They get a flag.
There you go. Okay, fantastic. So we'll do the giveaways here before too long. We've got 2 giveaways to do. So we'll do one in about 30 minutes or so. And then the other one, I don't know, a little bit before the end of the show. So I will come up with a keyword to type in to make your entry possible. But yeah. So, all right, let's kind of dive in here. So, John, as the new guy to this show here, tell us a little bit about your background. You had talked about you have beard product. My guess is that's more relatively hobby job than necessarily full time, or am I wrong in saying that?
No, everything I have is at this point is full time. I'm retired.
Okay.
And I retired from one job. I've got a full time
So
job,
nice not to have to hear this.
and then I've got the beard company that I work with my wife with, and then I've got the rep stuff, and so I'm all out all the time.
Okay.
John's the busiest man in the room. When you got something to do, give it to John. He gets it done to get it
Mm.
off his plate.
Yep.
That's it.
Facts.
That's
That's
it.
pretty good. That's pretty good reference there, John.
Mhm.
So what did you do? What did you do pre-retirement?
I was the intel coordinator for Connecticut Department of Corrections. So I did gang intel for my just about 25 years.
Wow. Okay. Were you allowed to have a beard that big? Most of the people I know in DOC
No.
can't.
So once in 06, I got moved down to our central office where I took over the spot as intel coordinator. And
Okay.
then technically I wasn't in the facility anymore. So I just I had the goatee growing I had it really long, and I was completely out of uniform, but they didn't break my balls because I just kind of did my thing. And then once I retired, moved down to South Carolina is when I really started. I had never grown a beard before, a full beard.
Okay.
Just a goatee. And I don't know. I think right around COVID, I just started letting it grow.
Okay. And so again, have you always been a cigar guy? Have cigars always been your thing, or has it been something you jumped into more heavily into after retirement?
I've been smoking for 20 something years. I've been smoking for the longest, since the late 80s, early 90s. I started, and it wasn't as ramped up as it is now. And right around, I mean, I used to smoke, a few cigars a week, at least one a day. When I first moved down here in 2019, I was smoking like a madman every day. Ran through all my beer, and because I was by myself before I started another job. And then it kind of when we got into COVID, I used to think that I smoked good cigars, and then I got introduced to good cigars, really good cigars, and that's where it kind of went down. I went down that rabbit hole.
So what do you mean by you used to think you smoked good cigars and then you got introduced? Are you talking about you got introduced more to the boutique world and realized that there was
1,000%.
more than just legacy?
Yep. I had thought that God, I'm smoking Olivas, I'm smoking diesels and CAOs, and these are really, and they were good. They did the trick. They were good for me. Then I got introduced to Family by Loyalty, and I got introduced to the Clowns, and it just started piling up from there. And then you just start chasing that rabbit, and it was no looking back.
Okay. What was your first introduction into the boutique world, and how long ago was that? Mine's only been since Danny, I'll be honest with you. I was a lot of legacy.
505?
I was
505,
Danny.
yeah.
Danny was one of the ones. Danny introduced me to you all, got me heavily in the boutique, and I'll be upfront with you. It's pretty rare that I would smoke something that's classified as a legacy cigar. Most of my stuff is still, if you ask the manufacturer, they would say more boutique-y. So
you're talking Danny, that innocent
Danny
young
Ravanelli.
boy, the innocent young boy that I got to hang out with. It was his birthday yesterday.
Yep.
So so for me, it was I really think it was Family by Loyalty that got me into it. That was one of the first ones that I had smoked, and it was just, I don't know, it just hit so different than everything else I was used to. It was a lot of diesel, it was a lot of Drew Estate, and just what I consider now run of the mill. As far as I wasn't smoking the really expensive stuff. I was smoking that middle of the road cigar, and then I got into the boutique world, and I saw a whole nother piece of it, and it just blown up from there.
For sure, and it just continues to get better and better and
Oh,
better
yeah.
as kind of the boutique world grows and expands. So now you're in a line where you are a boutique, part of a boutique brand. What does that kind of mean to you then? Now is kind of taken full circle in that you kind of fell a little bit more in love with the boutique brands, and now you're actually working with one. Sorry, Ray,
So
I'm kind of messing with your screen here.
I tell you, it was kind of crazy because I've said for the longest, the last thing I want to do is own a brand or be a part of an owner of a brand, because I've watched what some of the guys, my friends, have gone through when they started their brands. I was like, I don't want that stress. This is insane.
Sure, yeah.
And you know,
It's
I'm very happy.
intense.
Yeah, I'm very happy as a rep, and I've kind of molded it into what I wanted. I'm too old to have somebody yelling at me that I'm not making enough sales, that my numbers are down and all that. I'm all set with that. So I kind of geared it towards, if I love the company and I love the cigars and the guys that are owning it, then that works for me. And that is, I've been very fortunate to be able to do that, and especially with Joe Ray and Danny. Just coming in with those guys, and like I said, it's family, and they have been nothing but gracious, and it's been an absolute blast, and just seeing the whole other side of it is very cool. But I started all this just as a rep, and I just kind of made my own way as a broker, and where I just picked up several different brands, and so I'm very fortunate. I've been able to hang with some of those with those brands on top of the Clowns.
John's not giving himself enough credit. He was quintessentially the fourth clown for a long time. Whenever we couldn't travel, John would step up. Hey man, I could do that for you. Go to Chicago, go to Florida, go, Texas, wherever it was. John made it happen for us. Ryan, as some of your fans know, the Cigar Clowns is a passion play for us. It's not our full-time quintessential job. It's becoming a big business, but we're still boutique. We're still a small company, but we're growing, right? So John has been a pressure relief valve for the Clowns for a long time. So we had to. Well, we do what's right by people. Me and Ray and Danny. So we always say it's all about family. And John's a member of the family, man. We had to make him. We had to give him the opportunity to join us.
He's our Tom Hagen.
You just called me. You just called me the
You get
fucking.
the reference.
I'm the fart of the fucking Clowns. I am the relief.
Yeah.
I'm here to pass gas.
So I
Yeah,
can say this
man.
right now.
That's
And
it.
you know what? At this point, for me, it's like, since he's in the short amount of time, it feels like he's been here since the beginning. And
Yeah.
I mean, just to step into the shit that he was stepping in with us and getting shit done, he did more for us than some of the partners that we've had in the past. So in a very short period of time. So it's a godsend, honestly, and it's a blessing for us. As much as I break his balls, and he knows it's all out of love, it's a nice feeling to be able to,
We just got to get it.
kind of be able to come and just to be able to become friendly with somebody, and then it grows into a business relationship, but then it just becomes family, like right after that. Like John talks about it all the time. That's kind of what we bring to the table as far as a brand is concerned. We treat everybody in our organization the exact same. So I mean, for us, it's a blessing to have them, honestly.
Yeah, we just got to get his sales numbers up.
Yeah,
his
that's the
sales
problem.
numbers up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a little
terrible.
shitty at the moment. It has to improve.
I got to call his accounts all the time, apologize.
I was just gonna say.
I said,
It's
hey, kind of
Joe,
like brought it to the office and get
while
scolded
you're on
type
the
of
road,
thing.
call,
You know what I
call
mean?
these guys and just check in with them. Just check in. They love
It's got to
hearing
be done
from the owner.
sometimes.
Yeah, they love hearing from the owner. And fucking next thing I know, he's calling me up with orders. I'm like, you're calling my accounts and getting fucking orders.
Well, hey, then you're still getting paid for that, John. So
That's
let
right.
him do it.
That's
I
right.
mean, if
That's
he
right.
wants to do,
That is
if he
true.
wants
That
to
is
do
true.
some of the work and you still get paid, I mean,
I like earning my shit though.
yeah, but there's nothing like a little bonus for not doing much, right? I mean, that's kind of.
Oh no, I get to break his chops forever on
yeah.
it. Break his chops forever.
So
Yeah.
let's last time you guys were on, we kind of talked about how you guys were really kind of stepping into the retail world a lot more. Obviously, those the fans and followers of yours understood that in the very beginning, you guys were more of a drop, limited release drop. Those were going. I mean, I don't think it was a couple of hours and they were all fucking gone. Every one. You guys then
Mhm.
decided to move into the retail space. So, talk to us a little bit, kind of how that retail experience has been going. It's been a little over a year now, if I'm remembering, since you
Hmm.
guys have been in retail. So talk to us a little bit about how that's going. How many shops are you guys in, and kind of if you're getting new people or if people are seeking you out within shops now. There's a lot there, I know. So
Yeah, that's a very weighted question. It's a long question. We'll dissect it a little at a time. Yes, we have been with a core line for over a year now. It's almost, I think it's 2 years. We've had our core line.
no,
Our
it is.
core
It's
line,
been 2 years, yeah,
yeah,
since you
yeah.
first went into
Uh,
ale.
yeah, we expanded. Yeah, we grabbed some beautiful partnerships. Our retail partnerships like Abe is, unbelievable. We're in mom and pops across the country. Well, actually, only this side of the Mississippi right now. It's very hard to get across the Mississippi for us, but we still got plenty of room to grow. Um, you know, we are growing in shops one at a time. We create a little fan base in the shop, and good rapport, good cigars. Keep on getting orders out of the same shops, which is great. Not just a one and done sale. The repeat order is key to for the retail model. We have what four lines. We have Geppetto, King of Clowns,
Mhm.
Rodeo Clown. We do have a joint cigar, the Goldie Grace with the Sheffield collection of the Boutique Cigar Company, which is part of our core line as well. That started off as a
Great
limited
cigar.
edition drop. Yeah, that was a limited edition drop, man, and now it's core line. It's one of our best sellers. Separate company and everything, and it's one of our best sellers, man. We got these little beautiful 10 packs of them. The artwork's great. The cigars are little bangers on there, the
Oh, they're
Corona Gordas.
fantastic. They're
You know,
fantastic.
it's
And it's a
just a
sexy
great
image.
smoke.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, right above
Hmm.
John head
Hmm.
is the big picture of it. I mean, it's a really good. You guys always have really fun artwork.
Yes.
Ray just kind of consumed the main picture after himself, but won't fully admit it. But
Legend.
but no, so okay, so on that point, before we kind of move on to the rest of the question there, because there was three parts
Hmm.
to that, are you guys getting dedicated limited buyers requesting you to bring back cigars into the core line? I assume so with the Goldie Grace. You obviously did that, but are you fielding a lot of those requests where people are like, "Hey, can you bring this? Can you bring this?"
Yes, and we have a top three cigars that people want us to bring back. We said we were going to bring them back in 2026. We're still working on it, but we have other opportunities in front of us that we're going with. I think Ray, I think I can release John a little information about 2026 first
Oh,
quarter.
okay, hold on,
Hmm.
hold on.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
The Cigar Clowns currently have aging a cigar or two or three of a brand new line, and it's going to be a cost-effective line for the Northeast. The cigar MSRP, depending on the tariff when we get it, is going to be anywhere from $8 to $10. How you doing?
Wow, that's
Full
awesome.
Nicaraguan bangers. Full Nicaraguan bangers.
And what was the size again? Did you give the size?
Did not give the size yet.
Are we able to know the size, or is that being kept
I
under secrecy?
5'6" by 54.
Okay, okay, so a little thicker,
Hmm.
so a little bit bigger
Hmm.
than a normal Toro.
Box press.
Box press, fantastic! I love it. See, this is awesome, right? So when is the expectation for that?
first quarter 2026. Actually, we're gonna have our fans vote on the blend
Whoa, how do
that
they get to
first
do
comes
that?
out. Well, they have to through a shop in December. Details will be coming out shortly. There's going to be a special pack they can buy, and they'll be able to vote on which blend comes out first.
Okay, is this like a QR code scan? Take you to
Yeah,
a
it's gonna.
to a
Yep,
website, vote that way?
exactly.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
exactly,
So
exactly.
how many come into a sampler for the blend?
I believe it's going to be two and two, two of each. I don't have all those details worked out just yet, but I'll know in about 2, 3
You're not straying
weeks.
far from what's probably going to be, but yes, that's
Yeah.
general ballpark.
Okay,
hmm
okay. This is awesome. So
hmm
when the vote happens, how long
And
before
we
the
have a 6x60.
release?
Mhm.
You have
What?
a six by
What?
60 coming out
I
too?
didn't. I didn't hear that. What?
Maybe.
Maybe
Is this a line extension? Is this a release?
it's a whole new line.
A whole new line, and you're starting at the 6x60 with it. So I assume it's going to
hmm
be a single SKU line for right now.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
One
know.
never knows.
One never knows. We've
Do
been
we get
doing
a
a lot of work.
tease of a name?
2025. No, not yet.
Ah,
Not yet. Too much. There's too much infighting. We have Festivus is coming up. We have to wrestle. That's when all the cigars get named. I'm not sure if you guys know. Me and Ray usually we go under the pole. We wrestle. I like one name. He likes one name. We have a whole bunch of bands made already. I like some bands. John likes some bands. Ray likes some bands. Whoever wins gets to pick the band and the name. That's the way we roll.
okay.
No, I'm just
So
kidding. I'm just
that
kidding.
would be that would we could televise that live if you
Mhm,
guys are
mhm.
interested. I mean,
Pay per
John,
view event.
I
Pay
don't I
per
don't
view
know
event.
how John's
It's
probably
like
pretty scrappy. So
it's like college
Yeah.
football when the
Yeah.
kids from high school, the blue chip players, have the hats on the table and they pick what school they're gonna go to, and they tease this one and they
These
tease
guys,
that
I'm
one.
in the gym
You don't
5
know
days.
what the
I'm
fuck
in the
goes
gym
on,
5
Ryan,
days a
dude.
week.
It's
So
it's behind the scenes is more fucking wild, John. I'll tell you, it's wild
well
shit.
John's DOC, so he knows how
yeah.
to take down people your
Mm,
guys' size probably pretty
I'm a
quickly.
ball grabber.
yeah. Oh, right for the balls. Oh, right for the balls. Yeah,
That's
there's no. We're not playing
that's
games
it.
here. I'm not fucking
Eye
stupid.
gouge. It doesn't
No.
matter.
Yeah.
I got fish
Yeah.
hook. It doesn't. Whatever it takes to win. That's
Yeah.
me.
I'm
Because
wrapping the
because
bit
Joe's
around
right
his
about
neck.
that
And yeah,
height.
he's not getting
He's
anywhere
right
near
about
me.
that. He's right
That's
about
right.
that.
I'm short. I can do an elbow right to your nutsack. You
Well,
don't even know it's coming.
I tell you what, my dad always taught me all's fair in a fight. The
Yeah.
only thing
True
that's
story.
not fair is if you start with your fists, you got to let them get up again at some point. Unless they're
Mm.
trying to really seriously hurt you. But obviously, he's talking to me in high school, right? You got to do a
Yep.
few scraps. You knock it. I love the Mike Tyson. My favorite sports saying ever. One of them is the Mike Tyson. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
When
hmm
that happens,
That's
oh,
absolute fact.
I am mean. I will gouge, scratch, whatever I got to do to go home standing up. I will do.
Yeah.
That was something that we all did in school. I mean, there was no really
That's right.
pussyfooting around it.
One of our
Mhm.
favorite sayings was, "You know why you talk like that? Because you never been properly punched in the mouth.
Mhm.
That's the
That's
truth.
why. That's why you talk like that."
There's a lot of kids my age. Well, kids. Jesus Christ, I'm
Since since I
40
can't
years
hear John, I'm
old.
just gonna repeat and agree with you guys when you agree with John. So it goes
That's
skip in the
weird that
stream.
you can't hear John because we
I
can.
can't have. I cannot hear him at all. That's the
So
funniest
you
thing.
guys
It looks like I'm
agree
watching a
with
silent
this?
movie.
Ray is a bitch. So, yeah, right? Right?
Moment when a couple
Right.
little word phrases pop up, and then it keeps it moving. That's exactly what it feels like.
hmm
That's so
It's so
weird
funny.
because we could hear
It's the
we could hear
clowns. It's
John.
Halloween. It's come on.
hmm
It's a given. This is hysterical.
So one of the things that I'm liking about this dynamic is, John, it seems like you're bringing a little bit more of a sales push to this, where you're able to go out a little bit more. Joe and Ray are kind of, my guess is, doing a little bit more on the admin side. You're taking over a little bit more on the sales side, right?
Kind of. I mean, Joe's a tough fucking act to follow. I got to be honest with you. because and by humble is not a word I use when it comes to sales with Joe, because as soon as he makes a sale, I get a phone call or a text message. He's not gonna let me know.
I love
He's
it.
got to
I
let
love
me know.
sales.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
love
It's so great.
He is very fucking good at it.
No, it's so funny, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is killing me, Ray.
This
Ray,
is
why
gonna
don't
go
you
over
why
well.
don't you why don't you back out and try to jump back
Yeah.
in? This
No,
is
this is
killing
way
me,
too
dude.
fun. No, I can give a shit what he says. I can care less.
This is
Good
killing
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
This is killing
This is
me.
great. This is gonna be the best
I
show of the year.
That's it.
It always is
I
when the
love
clowns
sales.
show up.
Yeah. I love sales. I am not humble about sales.
At
That is for
all.
sure.
At all. You know,
I have been in sales since I'm a young man. I was an insurance salesman. You know, I love sales. I love sales. So
you know, and
I
for
mean,
me, it's I was never in sales. I didn't.
And
do
he's good
any of
at
that
it
shit.
too.
I was legit just working in prisons and doing gang intel. So I wasn't selling anything. And some said I sold a dream here and there, but that's probably true. But for me, it was I took the passion that I had for my work, and I saw it in the cigars. I love smoking cigars. I love everything about them. I love the community. It's just a blast. And so when I go to my background in sales comes from Alan from Family by Loyalty. Took me under his wing, explained how it worked. Took me out. We went to lounges, and then I got turned on. You know Miyagi.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows Miyagi. Miyagi's one of my best friends, and Miyagi's been instrumental in showing me how to be a rep and how to make the connections and just the relationships, because that's what it's about. It's not about the cigar.
John, hold on one second. Ray, John is just saying what a great salesman I am, and everything he learned is from me. Go ahead, John. You can continue.
Right. I agree with that.
Ray's gonna have to watch the show to find out. Let me tell you, dude, Ray, he's talking mad shit about you right now.
Not surprised.
Like, he actually muted himself. I could see it here. It was hand muted you. So I mean, it's intense right now. We're laughing.
John, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you can go on and praise me.
Listen, any chance to break Ray's balls, I'm all in. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. Fucking Joe's birthday month's coming up in 2 months. We can celebrate the whole fucking month from the first to the end of the month. Is it a leap year this year? You get extra days this year? Or what are we doing?
You might.
What's the story?
Right. It's my
Extra
birthday
days
month.
this year?
Yeah, it might be. February. It could be. Maybe we'll start in
Brian,
January.
Brian, if you're free in February anytime, I host herfs every week to celebrate Joe's birthday.
So Joe gets a whole birthday month?
Yeah. Like the full Festivus, right? Or what do they call those things? The full festival? It's the winter festival for Joe.
Ray's not bitter at all.
We don't even know when Ray's birthday is.
No, got no fucking idea.
It's all yours, you scumbag. I'm Little Christmas.
Yes.
Well,
now you know what that means.
You guys certainly. Hey, you know what though? There's a fun dynamic between everyone, right? Like, you could tell you guys just have a good time together, and obviously there's work. But my guess is you guys play a little hard too sometimes when you guys get together, roughing on each other, poking. Obviously, I know Joe and Ray poke quite a bit. So, John, I really am hoping you can keep up.
Oh, I'm a master at it. If I see someone on the edge, I'm okay with the little boop.
Oh yeah.
I have no problem.
He's not
no
talking literally, everybody. So no emails. He's figuratively talking.
Yeah. Yeah. If I see if it's starting to get a little tense in the chat, I have no problem with dropping a fucking meme or something stupid in there just to say, hey, what's up? I'm still here.
So can we do this on meetings? Can we just mute Aldi and you guys like translate to me what he's saying? Can we like make this thing?
We could.
I
So
love this.
John was saying that in our group chat, you're very serious. And,
Very serious.
It's
Very business oriented.
It's very business oriented,
Yeah.
and you know, we just talk about sales numbers and quotas and
A lot of
what we have
hand
shipping in this
emojis.
month. Yeah, a lot of
Right.
It's just that we're
Right,
a
yeah,
serious
it's not-
company.
Not my area of expertise. So whatever you guys say, I give you the thumbs up, the heart emoji, the fucking boom emoji for something exciting. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it.
The
That's the
dynamic
millennial
is
in me,
Ray's the
unfortunately.
talent, and Joe and I are the sales guys. Ray's a talent.
Mhm.
So he's got to, the ego's got to get stroked. Oh, that's a great job, Ray. That picture's beautiful, Ray. You did great, Ray.
Mhm. Yeah. So that's
Absolutely.
so yeah. That's exactly right.
100%. Definitely right. Yes, I agree.
Jesus, this is great. This is
Mm.
great. So
if he watches this again, he's like, that motherfucker.
So,
Yep.
John, are you going to try to, wiggle your way into working on it directly with a blend with them? Like, is that, are you going to want to kind of go down that path of learning that portion? Because I know Joe and Ray do that. So I just wasn't sure if, future
for me-
that's in mind with you too.
Absolutely, but I look at it as I got to earn that spot yet, and in my head, and I haven't gotten there. It's for me, it's still too new. I still got that new car smell, and so I kind of like, for me, I got to earn that spot. I don't, and that's the first thing I told these guys. I don't want anything that I haven't earned, and so I want to be able to get to that point. That would be an absolute blast to be there and to blend something.
No,
I will tell you,
we
we can't wait.
Fun.
We can't wait for that to happen. But John has been, since he's on board with us, has been going through the process of reworking blends with us and giving us his, feedback as a cigar smoker, as a salesman, as a connoisseur. So it gives us, another palette before we send it out to shop owners. Because we do, as you know, multiple rounds of testing once we think we have a blend. And that will go back to the thing we did at OGT, the Sumatra.
Mhm.
When we sent it out to the masses, we got some feedback. Then we got in touch with Tony Barrios, and he helped us make that blend lights out.
Now, do you
And then
guys still do your blending Zoom calls?
we haven't done that in a long time.
Taste Test
We
Tuesday,
haven't
yeah,
done
haven't
that.
done that in a long
Yeah,
time.
Taste Test Tuesday. We haven't done that in a long time. We actually probably could do it for the new cigars going out, but we're doing it on a little bit of a bigger scale with a shop right now for the next ones. So it's gonna kind of be like
We
that.
could
I
do
think
a
we're gonna do
herf.
we'll
We could
probably
do a
do a
herf for everybody to test it. Yeah,
Now,
we could schedule 2 herfs.
is Smokin'
Mhm.
going to be getting all your new stuff too?
Smoking, yes, I hope he takes
Well, they'll have
all
the
of our new
option to
stuff.
do it. I didn't know if you were doing
Yes.
like shop exclusives or exclusive
No.
releases or stuff like that.
No, we did a release recently that we didn't have enough to offer to smoke in. That was the Dancing Bear, the Russian tobacco. Uh, you know, we love Abe, but when Abe puts in an order, it's a huge order.
It's
And so,
huge. It's
yeah,
huge.
so so we didn't have enough to offer him. I believe they're gonna be taking the Festivus again. I don't know, we'll get in touch with them soon. I sent an email out to their guy today. Love Abe. We love being a part of that shop, that's for sure. Want to do a cutting light there, but it's just never aligns. The
Well,
stars never align.
I tell you what, you guys got a year from tomorrow.
Hmm.
Do a Halloween cut and light there.
I would love to do that.
Have John dress up with some creepy makeup. He's already got the beard. He can dye it red.
I'm
or
going as
whatever
Captain
colors.
Spaulding.
No, he's
There you
going as
go.
Goldie
Captain-
Grace.
Well, he owes us a Goldie Grace.
Yeah, he owed us a Goldie
do.
Grace. He's
He
going as
lost the
Goldie
owes
bet.
us
Grace.
a Golden Grace. He lost the bet.
I lost the bet.
He owes us to dress up as Goldie Grace. So
Correct.
Now,
yeah, Captain Spaulding would be good too.
some people, that's allowed these days, John.
Oh, I know.
He's well aware.
I'm all right with it.
I mean, are you going to keep the beard? Are you doing like a
Oh, the beard.
bearded
There's-
Goldie Grace?
Yeah, there's only one person in this world that can make this beard go away. And she's sitting right
Ray.
next. And she's sitting right next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, our favorite Aldi's there. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
Tanya.
How
Hi.
are you?
The best
She's
part,
the
Ray
best.
can't hear me, so Joe and I've been talking shit about Ray the whole time, and he can't hear us. So it's been a lot of fun.
John, Ray, Mrs. Aldi says hello. She misses
Oh,
you.
I appreciate that. To send my love.
I will. I will. She can
All
hear
right.
you, but you
Funny
can't
thing
hear
is
her.
Okay,
John can
that's
hear
fine.
you. You just can't hear him.
Mhm.
John knows sign language too.
I'm very good at it.
So what do you guys do to, like, obviously, what is your new dynamic when you want a blend to come out now? Is it still rest primarily with you and should say with you with Joe and Ray? Is it primarily where everything still will start, or are you going to be letting John come into things a little bit more as time progresses? Like, is that both of your guys'
Oh,
goal to bring him
yeah.
into more of that too?
John is a partner, man. Of course, we want him doing everything with us. He's not only a partner, he's family. So of course, we want him in on the ground floor of everything. Because you can't, have a family without that, right? There's no secrets. There's he knows the secret sauce. He knows everything. That's it. He's part of us. So yes, he will be in on the ground floor. Um, this project started before he was a partner, but it's no big deal. The next project he'll be part of. And his feedback is invaluable to us. He goes to a lot of shops outside of our area, right? So like this particular project was blended for the Northeast and California, but now it's not California because of all, we're not we don't want to go in that market right now. But
I don't blame you.
yeah, it's just these tax heavy states. It's
Colorado.
hard, yeah, Colorado. It's hard to have a cigar the same price as everybody else's and be a new brand, right? So if we can get our cigar into their hand, they're wowed. But if they could pick up an $8 cigar and get their face blown off for how good it is, they're gonna go, oh my God, I gotta try the rest of the clowns,
Yeah, the problem
and
is with an $8 cigar in Colorado, it's like 11.
that's okay. That's okay, an $11 cigar, because what is
Well,
the
that's what
mid
we're used
range in
to.
Colorado? Yeah, that's what you exactly. So the mid range used to be in New York like $12. Now it's like $19.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tax
Pennsylvania,
driven, by the way. Tax driven.
that's right, tax driven. That's right. So, but if we can get that 8, 10,
Yes,
eleven
they do,
dollar cigar,
Larry.
it'll be the best thing ever. Especially our people in Pennsylvania, the no tax states or the low tax states. Then they're used to getting premium products at one price, and we're going to be a step below with an ultra premium. I mean,
Now,
we didn't cheap out on anything.
no,
It's
you
just
guys
we're
never
making
have.
smart purchases. We're thinking the long term game. You know, um, from everything from the bands that we can use the same bands on all the different sizes. We can use the same plates on the different colors. We really really thoughtful. We're trying to evolve as a business.
It,
Mhm.
to be honest, you guys, if you do come west, in my opinion, the only states that would be worthy of it or that would be worthwhile would be Texas and Arizona. Outside of that,
Ah,
there's really no, and because everybody else is super high tax. Utah is a higher tax from what I understand, plus it's higher regulations, or
We're in
like
New
you,
Mexico.
Yeah, we've
yeah,
got
New
a great
Mexico
lounge.
would be a good
we
one.
have a
We've
We're
got a
But
in
great
like
one.
lounge
it's
there.
almost kind of like the Southwest Texas
Mm-hmm.
is the
yes.
better places to go.
Yep.
Arizona's
Right.
I don't think there's a state tax on tobacco, or if it is, it's super low.
Well, we are in shopping Arizona.
Yeah, so Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, those would be better places to tackle before going to the higher tax states. I mean, I'll be upfront with you. I buy everything from smoking.
No, I get it.
I did that before Abe was even part of the show. I do that because it's so inexpensive in comparison. Whenever I
Yeah.
visit a shop here, I do have a 1 to 2 cigar purchase rule when I do go to a shop and visit for a few hours. I always buy 1 or 2 cigars, sometimes more. But my bulk of everything I get's not even in the state of Colorado because it's 56%, gonna be going up to I think 62% in like another 2 years. Like,
It's crazy.
it's
It
absolutely asinine.
it really is. It's there's nothing but death and taxes, right? That's why I'm in the monument industry. and in the cigar industry as well.
Now,
You know, gonna kill you, and that's slab you.
I would be remiss without asking you guys if you were affected, but are you guys going to potentially be affected by the 100% talked about tariff through Nicaragua?
Yes, we have production in Nicaragua. We're not concerned about the tariff. Tariffs are tariffs. We're more concerned if there's going to be an actual embargo. That's what we're worried about. You know, tariffs are just, there's a tariff one day, there's a tariff, there's not a tariff the next day. There's nothing you can do about a tariff. There's tariffs when we ship in from Dominican Republic. There's tariffs right now when we ship in from Nicaragua. There's tariffs everywhere. So
But
unfortunately,
100%
there's
though,
just
you guys would have to raise your
let
prices
that
during the activity of that tariff, though,
well
because
that
that's a
it's a
lot to
hundred.
swallow.
It is. But I don't think it's as bad as some of the people that are shouting the loudest right now. You have to see when it hits to see the actual numbers, because we have to remember we're not, if you're using an importer, you're not paying the taxes on the wholesale cost. You're paying the taxes on what the cigar cost. So, bigger companies have nothing to worry about when they're producing 1 million, 10 million cigars, and their cigars are costing them. They own,
They're
everything in
vertically
line.
integrated,
They're
yeah.
vertically included. What are they paying for a cigar, man? Really, what are they paying for a cigar? They're not paying $5 for a cigar, that's for sure.
No,
You
no,
know,
they're probably not even paying
so
$3 for a cigar.
yeah, so we can't worry about what's going to happen internationally, right? We have to focus on our everything's getting more expensive. When was the last time you went out to dinner? And 3 years ago, you went out to dinner in the same place, and you got the bill now. You're like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't get this much of a raise. Why is everything else up so much money? So I I don't fear monger. Don't I mean, if you're gonna buy cigars, buy a lot of Cigar Clown cigars now while they're really cheap, and store them, age them 62%, 63% if you really want to age them. If not, 69, that'll be good for a couple of years. But yeah, I think you should load up, smoke in, buy as many boxes as you can.
3 boxes of each is my recommendation. One to smoke now,
Mhm.
one to smoke over time, and one to age.
That's
Right?
right.
That's
I
that's
agree.
like that's
I
like
agree.
15 boxes right there.
I agree. I agree.
And I guarantee you buy 15 boxes from Smokin', I will personally promise you Joe, Ray, and John will sign every box.
I'll
Plus,
send you a canvas too. How you doing?
we'll also get Ray to maybe dress up as something special for a picture for you. Who knows?
Oh,
Who knows? I mean, he's
nice.
not saying no. He's nodding his head.
You see the mustache. He wants to take pictures.
Larry's going to be all over that deal. I actually met Larry. We talked about this last time, but I met Larry at Havana Nights over at Smoking Cave Cigar Lounge in Colorado, in Highland Park, which is my home cigar lounge here in Colorado. Really, really nice guy. The funny thing is when I asked him, okay, so what's your name? He goes, just tell him Moose said hi.
That's it.
He is
That's
my
it.
favorite heterosexual human being on the planet.
You had to
Larry's the man.
preface. You had to preface.
No,
I
I'm gonna
guess
give you
these
one better.
days you can never be too sure, right?
I'm gonna give you one better. There's a herp every Friday night that Joe partakes in most of the time, and I partake in when I can. And so we play a little game with Larry. It's called Hey Larry, and it's we kind of have given him over the past couple of herfs, the derogatory terms that we all grew up with as kids living in New York. And he's like so self-socked, living and being from Colorado. It's like the innocence in him, you just see, kind of just depletes from his face when he hears these things, and it's the
He
funniest thing
is
in the world.
See,
he is the nicest individual you can ever
Yeah,
meet,
the
by the
nicest
way.
human being in the world.
So
no,
when we
he's
play this game, it's
really, really
terrible.
nice guy. And the
Mhm.
funny thing is I'm from Chicago. I promise you, probably wouldn't be as shocked.
Mhm.
Maybe even throw some new ones around from the New
Yes.
York side. So yeah,
We'll get you
very
on. We'll get you on the next. We'll send you the link for the next
Yeah,
please,
you
harvest.
got to
please.
come. Yeah, you got to come hang out.
Please,
Good time.
please.
Yeah,
It'd be a great time.
that's
Um,
it.
so let's get back to kind of the tariff side of things, just because I want people
Mhm.
to kind of understand, you guys are a smaller company, but you guys aren't going to be affected, or at least your expectations are on that level. How many cigars are coming from Nicaragua right now? You don't have to necessarily
We
name which ones, because I know you have some undisclosed blends.
Yeah. So yeah, we have 50% of our production currently in Nicaragua, and it's going to jump up to about 90% in the first quarter.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So are you guys then like going to try to bring in as much product as you can pre that tariff side? And if you guys do have to raise pricing to cover the tariff, would the expectation be that those would go away?
Yeah, I think tariffs are going to be temporary, personally.
Mhm.
Okay.
My other business, the tariffs are temporary. They fluctuate. They're up and down. So it's just a temporary thing we all have to deal with.
Okay, so
There's
you guys are going
nothing.
to deal
Yeah.
with it along the lines of what Steve Saka does, which is create a line item versus
Hmm.
rolling it into the pricing.
Correct.
So when it
Correct.
goes away, that line item goes away. That's
That's correct.
honesty. That's complete and utter transparency. That's honesty, because you're not telling everybody the prices have to go up because the prices became more expensive. It's going up because of this one reason, and once the reason goes away, it goes away. That's
What?
that's honest. What I'm not having a fun time with is brands talking about tariffs already raised rates months and months ago,
Mhm.
and nothing really
Hmm.
happened in the tariff side, and those rates have never come down. I have a real big problem with that, because the reason that the justification for it never really took place or happened or is no longer there, but yet the price stays the same. So it wasn't due to tariffs, it was just a price increase. And if that's the case, just be honest. Just say it.
Hmm.
We see that every year. Like, it's not going to shock the cigar world. It's the dishonesty around the tariffs that are getting to me. What's your thoughts on
Correct.
that, Ray?
I mean, I think Joe said it perfectly. I mean, for us, that's one of the things about us. I think it's a quality that we bring to the table that we kind of, it makes us different from everyone else. We kind of trying to be upfront with what we're doing. We're not trying to hide anything. We're not trying to scam or scheme anybody. It's we're a blue collar company at the end of the day, and I stand by that firmly. And like Joe kind of explained it, it's a temporary thing for the time being. It is what it is. We all have to deal with it. Everyone in the industry, from small to large to bigger scale. It's part of the shit that we have to deal with, unfortunately. And listen, I can get deep hearted about it. I've had plenty of conversations with Joe and John about it. My feeling on it, it's you're going after something that this country traded for and was built on, from inception, and now you're trying to, you're roping into other things. It's fucked up in a lot of ways, in my opinion. I'm not just saying it because we're in the industry and I enjoy it, but it's something that we have to deal with, unfortunately, and we'll get through it like we do everything else, and we just keep it moving. So,
Yeah, no, it is fucked up. And you're right. It's an industry that's literally been around in this country as long as prostitution. I mean, if you want to look at it like that, like the first job
mm-hmm,
ever in the world. Tobacco growing was close to that behind, in this country for sure. It built this country in many ways.
mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways,
Hmm.
tobacco growing has gone to other countries for whatever reasons. So, okay, moving on past the tariff side. Um, oh my gosh, it totally slipped my mind what I was going to say to you
I
guys.
will. I
Go
will
ahead.
tell you, the Festivus has
That's what I was
some
going to. Yes.
Colorado Red wrapper this year. How you doing?
Mm.
And that's anybody knows Colorado Red. Don't want to
And
say
this
a
is our
company who
5th
hoards most of it.
anniversary.
Yeah, our 5th anniversary. So we were able to
Okay.
get some very good, very expensive wrapper for our cigar.
And when is the release on that again?
It's it's gonna be right around Thanksgiving. They'll be shipping to shops hopefully next week.
And that's confirmed that going to be at Smokewood?
It's not confirmed yet. I get an email back, but it should
Okay.
be. I
Okay.
mean,
He
it
picked
should
up
be.
last year's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, okay. So, what I wanted to talk about is you guys, 2 years in retail, you had such a massive, massive following pre retail. Like I said, your drops were gone within a few hours. Some might think even less than an hour for a couple of the releases. What is your fan base looking like today? Is it still? I would think that pre-retail it was a younger base, as in like a I say younger, as in like a newer smoker or somebody chasing what they can't find in shops. What is it looking like now after 2 years in retail? Are you reaching into some of that legacy portion within shops?
Well, John, I think that's a great question for John to answer. I will give my 2 cents and then I'll let John answer it. The Cigar Clowns does not reach the, I'm not gonna say older demographic as well as we reach the younger demographic, right? Our demographics are predominantly 21 to say 45, right? That I'd say that's the demographic we go after. Um, I don't think you're gonna find many guys that are retired. There are plenty of them that are fans for us a long time, but I don't think the clowns fit that mold of legacy sticks where a guy's just gonna go in and pick up the one cigar at a time and smoke it. I believe we have an audience who likes different cigars, has a different palate, likes transitions, and likes something new. John, I'll let you take the rest of that question if you don't mind.
I was gonna say that was like $1.50. That was more than 2 cents, bro.
Sorry, man.
That was like $1.50.
Sorry.
No bullshit.
I know,
I'm
I
just
know.
calling how I
John,
see it,
stop
bro.
telling Ray to shut up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead, Ray. Sorry. It's all right, guys. Yeah, don't fight. Don't fight.
Go ahead, John.
Mhm.
Oh, now we can't hear John.
Now we can't hear John.
Yes.
There-
I know.
oh. See.
Well, John was saying that Joe's right, and and his shops, it's a much younger demographic as well. John, are you there?
John's phone is.
He's not even moving his lips.
Oh,
He's
but
not even
he's
pretending to talk.
trying. John, you could jump out, jump back in. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, jump
There we
out and
go.
jump back
There
in.
we go.
How's that?
That's good. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
So I always talk about whenever I go to a lounge, not every brand that I carry is going to be right for every lounge. And with us, I like going for quality over quantity. I don't want us to be everywhere. I want us to be in the lounges that are going to help support us. The ones that are going to turn their customers on to smoking something different and something
Totally right.
chance on it. I've got an event tomorrow for Halloween. I'm doing it at my local tobacco merchant here in South Carolina, and I can't wait. I mean, he's got some gems.
Yeah, man, I feel the same way. I'm sorry. I gotta take my opportunities while they're here. God.
And that's the one right there, Goldie Grace. When we dropped Goldie in that lounge, he couldn't keep it in there, and it was every age group was coming in, and I had older guys coming in. They were buying it by the bundle just because.
I'm at a concert and I'm watching somebody do sign language for the show. That's what it like I'm sitting at the back of the theater and you just sit there.
Wait.
It's going.
He's making a very good point right now. He's saying how good looking.
Sorry.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, John.
Sorry.
So Goldie is very popular because the size, the flavor profile on it, and it's a very good coffee cigar for first thing in the morning. So I had guys buying that because that was their morning cigar. And then when you're working any of these lounges, and it's one of my favorite things to do is work a humidor, is really, these are, any boutique that you're dealing with is a hand sale. If you're going to just dump it onto a shelf with a whole bunch of legacy stuff, heritage stuff, it's not going there. It's not going anywhere. You've got to be in there. You've got to sell that cigar. They've got to know what it's about, and they've got to be willing to try something new. You got those old dudes that come in every time and they're like, nope, and they go right to their Padrones or their Olivas or whatever they're smoking. But when you start asking the questions and you say, you know, you want to try something different, you want to try something new, and they're like, yeah, what do you got? And you start going through the lines and talking about it. That's what's going to keep the cigar going. And for me, it's creating that relationship with the consumer with that guy or lady at the lounge. And then when they go back in there and they see that cigar, they're going to remember that. And that's what keeps bringing them back. Joe and I say it all the time. The first sale is a cakewalk. That's the easiest sale you ever make.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's the reorders are the ones that you're fucking scat. You're like, oh my god, come on.
Yep.
Now I would assume though, like your crowd has got to be kind of a boutique all around crowd, right? Like boutique beer, boutique, you know, liquor, small batch stuff, to where they're more open to like, I don't want to just drink Miller High Life, or I don't want to just drink Bush. The people that I consider to be legacy smokers are the people that like our variety is just never in their life. When they only go to Padron or they only go to one cigar. My guess is you guys do really well in the boutique everything type of world, where if they're open to boutique beer or the boutique cigars kind of fall into that. Would you agree with that, John?
Absolutely. I mean, if I walk, and I've done it, I've walked into, and my wife was with me the day I did it. We walked into a lounge and I went through and he had like 5 or 6 cabinets and I started going through them and like immediately it dings in my head. And I asked him for a cigar that I knew he did not have because no one has them. And I said, okay, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I left. And she's like, what was that? I said, I'm not putting my shit in here. They're never going to sell. He's selling the basics. And these are not going to sit on that shelf and everybody's going to be like, the stars are shining over it. And be like, oh, this is the one. We're not going to change that lounge. So, it's got to be a right fit. We've got to fit the lounge. The lounge has got to fit us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And go
ahead.
No, it's a lot to do with the ownership. It's a lot to do with the people working at the shop. You know, there's a lot of levels there, right? And the people who are at the shop, right? There's a lot of levels on what makes it right for a small craft company like ours in a shop. Sorry, cut you off there.
No, you didn't come. But that makes sense. Like you guys wouldn't want to go in and be the only boutique brand in a legacy shop. That just doesn't make sense. That's where having John's job is a little harder than what I think most people do understand, because part of it's scouting, right? It's scouting, and then it's going in, not making a big deal. Hey, we're from this person, but it's seeing what they have. If they've got a lot of other smaller brands, that would be a better shop for you guys. And quite frankly, what most people think is it's not great to be at every shop. Like sometimes the exclusivity in an area where, 1 or 2 shops get that right to carry clowns actually makes it better for a boutique world, because then they have to seek after it. Yeah. And if somebody's willing to drive 20 minutes for a cigar, you pretty much have a fan.
Right.
And that's my opinion.
I don't want cigars in miles of each other, because I can't control what one guy's charging and the other guy's charging. So now that this guy's $1 more than everybody else on our cigars, now everybody's going to this lounge and my cigars are sitting over here at this lounge because they're more expensive. So I like to keep it spread out. It's a little different if they're calling up requesting, but I don't like to saturate an area just because it's just the oversaturation can be too much, and so they're going to sit somewhere.
So you guys don't set your max prices?
We have an MSRP.
Yeah, we have an MSRP.
Yeah.
But you don't do map pricing?
No, you know what? It's hard to do because the different counties where he is, there's different taxes. So we really can't say the cigar has to be on the shelf. There are brands that say it has to be on the shelf at XYZ dollars.
Yeah.
And we really can't do that yet because of we're small. We're small.
And a lot of lounges are different. Some of the guys will take every penny that they spent on that cigar and put it into the price of the cigar, and the retailer pays for the whole thing.
Sure.
So you know what I mean? So it's very different all around, depending on where you go, and the taxes are different. And there's a lot of pieces to it. We've got our MSRP, and if it's egregious, I'm going in and I'm saying something. You know
Oh
what I
well,
mean?
yeah, because that makes you guys look bad too. Unless
Right.
it's like Vegas, where everything's $20
Yeah.
for anything, you know. Guys,
and-
we're about to do our first giveaway. Type in the word clowns
Let's go.
within the text to be entered into. Or we're doing the 4-pack first.
Whatever you want,
We'll
brother.
do the
Whatever you
4-pack
want.
first. We'll do the canvas giveaway last. So type in the word clowns right now in the text chat, and you will be entered into the drawing. We'll give everybody a little bit of time here to do that. So, go ahead.
We do have where you can't be 15% below our MSRP. You know, you can't advertise 15% below our MSRP.
That's good, because the last thing you
Mhm.
want is for people to undercut everybody. It's one thing to be
Correct.
$1 more. It's
Mhm.
totally another thing to be much less, because that
Correct.
the perception on that could be, you know, everyone's got the whole clearance bit. Oh, I saw it in the clearance bit. It doesn't mean it's a
Mhm.
bad cigar. It just
Right.
doesn't sell at that shop.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's one of those things. If I get that guy that even brings it up, I'm like, you call me first before you put that into a clearance bin. You're gonna cut the price on that because I'll buy the shit back. I can't. It just doesn't do us any good because it'll ruin it in that whole area. If they start seeing that, I'm not getting to another lounge in that area because they're gonna sit back and say, "Yeah, fuck you, Ray."
That was actually a good thing he was saying, Ray.
Yeah.
There you go. See? Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. I'll take the wins where I can get them.
So, Ray, what is your vision for 2026 moving forward? And I'm curious to kind of, with John being added in, kind of how do you see Clowns growing within the next year?
I mean, listen, Joe says it all the time. You know, we're all about that gazelle growth and keeping that momentum moving forward, right? You know, focusing on these core lines has been a staple for us over the past year. You know, we kind of wanted to put our full attention into that. I think we've done a pretty good job of showcasing, you know, what we can bring to the table. You know, moving forward with this, you know, new exclusive that Joe dropped that we're, you know, getting ready to do too is all part of that, you know, and not shying away from, you know, doing our limited drops throughout the year and shop exclusives. We toyed around about bringing a couple of things back, you know, that we've done in the past as far as like promotional things are concerned. Yeah, man, and just for me, like, you know, overall, just it's coming up for a concept, you know, for a band or an art piece or a canvas or, you know, anything related to, you know, getting shit done on that aspect. You know, I do a lot of the social media stuff for the brand, you know, constant posting and people constantly, you know, that's one thing that's grown for us, I'd say, monumentally over the, you know, from inception until now, you know, to where we're at, and, you know, people constantly sharing our content and, you know, including us in stories and, you know, Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that has been huge for us. It's a huge outlet. You know, we answer every DM, we repost every story. You know, we come up with some original content. We put herfs, we do herfs constantly. That's another thing we're trying to, you know, implement more so coming into the, you know, the quarter of the new year, especially with festivals dropping. You know, we were talking about herfs earlier on. So, I mean, that's something that we're focusing on too, that we're going to try to do more. So it's, you know, just an opportunity for us to either showcase a new cigar and you smoke it with us live, or just to come hang out on a, you know, random Thursday, come hang out with the Clown Army, or, you know, earn your patch, you know, and come kick it with us and stuff. But yeah, man, it's always a grind. It's always a struggle at times. It's euphoric at times, but, you know, it's business is business. You know, like Joe said earlier, we all have, you know, regular day jobs. So, I mean, for us, it's a passion that drives us to continue to deal with, you know, the ups and downs and the slips and falls and the positive marks. And it's something that we love and we enjoy doing, and we'll continue to just keep doing what we're doing to support us.
I can't even take a breath.
Ryan, what Ray is saying is 2026 and 2025, our motto has been growth by acquisition or conquering. So I'm gonna leave that, let that stew in everybody's head. We're a growth engine, and there's gonna be some big things coming out of the Clowns.
Okay. Big things in 2026 or
Big
2026 and
things.
beyond?
Big things in maybe the end of 2025, 2026 and beyond. So
Fantastic.
we are not going
Biggie said
anywhere.
it. Biggie said it well. Sky's the limit.
That's right. That's right. We are we we have a we have a great plan. We're running very efficiently right now. You know, uh, we have a war chest, and we're putting the work in.
Plan the work the plan.
Mhm.
So John, you came on when officially?
September.
September. So really soon. So in your mind, what is a personal goal that you could attribute your success within the company on?
Oh, I got to be. For me, I need to grow my lounges. I need to be able to get out of my day job and do this full time, because I'm only doing this part time. It's only nights and weekends, and my goal is to be out there to get us in Georgia, to get us more in North Carolina, start moving through the states, and get some more in Tennessee, and start moving towards Alabama and those areas.
Okay.
I want the Clowns on the map in a big way in the South.
So how many shops are you guys in total right now?
We hover right around that 100 mark.
That's great for 2 years. Like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
impressive.
Well, Ryan, we always had retail partners, right?
Correct,
We just
correct,
did limited
correct.
drops and different retail partners.
Correct.
We never really had a core line until 2 years ago. So we've always had relationships with
But still, though,
retailers.
getting a retailer
Mhm.
to take a limited drop is a completely different
Correct.
conversation than getting a retailer to take up shelf space.
Correct. And we
Like
fight for shelf
that's
space.
different.
Yeah, we do.
So the
We do.
fact that you're at 100 in 2 years, I know companies that have been here for 4 or 5 years that are at 50 or less. You know, so like that's good. Yes, your partners and everything, and I'm sure a lot of shops brought you on because they saw how rapid you guys do sell, and they knew you had a more or less a cult following. I think that's a fair
hmm
statement.
hmm
So John, what is your goal? We got right here. Are you guys going to Michigan? We got Bruce asking if you're going to be in Michigan.
We are in Michigan, right, John? We have
No, Illinois.
Illinois. I'm sorry. Yeah, we need to get in Michigan. We need
We
to
got a
we need to
we're
get
in
in
a
Michigan.
in a killer big fellas mobile lounge out of in Chicago area, and huge support. Brian and Mike are just great guys, and they've been a great partner with us.
If
And we picked them up when I went to the pipe show, the pipe and tobacco show in April.
Yep, in
Okay.
Chicago. If he knows any shops that he's goes to, let us know, man.
I'll get in touch with them.
We'll get in touch with him, and
Bruce would be Bruce probably knows just about every cigar lounge in Michigan, I'm sure. So Bruce, if you have any ideas, any suggestions, reach out to Joe and Ray. Best way to get a hold of them is going to be on Instagram. And if you
Mhm,
reach out to Cigar Clowns on Instagram, that's Ray.
mhm,
Right? Yes, that's Ray. And then Joe's got his own. John, I don't
mhm.
know your tag, but are you Cigar Clowns John?
No, I'm living the bearded chubby life.
Living the beard chubby life for now. Soon to be Cigar Clowns John, though.
I don't know. I've had that one for so long. I actually used to be really chubby, so I ran with it.
I am still chubby. I'm actually working on that. I'm back in the gym and trying to get everything in shape. Round is not the shape that I always have been in. So I'm trying to get a little bit better.
Listen, you put a lot of work into getting into that shape. Let's not
Yep.
forget that. Okay, so it's
I
not.
Lot of
worked
money.
hard for this keg.
That's right. That's
You
right.
kidding me?
That's what I'm
Kegs
saying.
usually
That's
cost more than 6-packs.
That's right.
So, so John, over the next 12 months, after you answer this, we will do the drawing. Over the next 12 months, if you had a pristine number of additional shops you wanted to bring in, what would that be, and what would be too many in your mind?
Well, I got to get to the point where, right now, I remember everything. When I get to the point where I got to start writing shit down, then I know we're on a roll. But I want the Cigar Clowns to be household when it comes to boutique. When you think boutique, I want you to think about the Cigar Clowns, because it's they've been around for so long, and when you follow I love telling the story when new people come on, when I'm talking to them at an event and telling the background story from these guys I've heard so many times, and just I love everything about it. It's just that group of guys that were hanging out and just decided to do something that turned into this, and how serious they take it, how the quality that goes behind it, the passion that goes with it. I want it to be something that's what people see when they see the Cigar Clowns. That they understand the love and the passion that goes into it. They understand the family side of it, and I want it to be taken into a whole nother level down here in the South. Um, I chose the South because it's fucking warm and there's no snow. So,
Well, it's also there's a lot of cigar shops too, right? I mean, there's a ton of cigar shops.
There are, and I gotta, and that's the hardest part is everything is 2 hours from me. I'm right in the middle of South Carolina, so everything is 2 hours away, and which I'm fine with. And I want to be there in those lounges and get to talk to people. I mean, it's a great job, no matter how you look at it. You're going to a lounge, you're smoking cigars, you're bullshitting with people that are all about the same stuff.
And that's kind of the life, right? That's what everybody thinks is. That's all you guys do all day, right? Is just smoke cigars and bullshit in shops.
Shake
at least
hands,
that's
kiss
what
babies all day long.
That's what everyone thinks, at least. All right, let's go ahead and draw the first winner here for the 4-pack giveaway. We have Dave. Dave, reach out to me. Give me your information, and we will get it over to the Clowns to send you out your prize. Dave, please reach out to me, and we'll go from there. All right, so we got one more.
I like how you don't even. I like the way you don't even share the screen. You just yell out the name of the.
No, it's right here in the corner.
Oh, I don't. All right.
Yeah, it's up on the screen. It's I don't know if you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see it because you're on your phone. It might be too small, but it's underneath my logo. It pops up. So, all right, let's go ahead and reset the drawing for that for the next go around. Go ahead and type in the word Clowns again to be entered into the next giveaway that we're going to be doing here in about 20 or 25 minutes. So go ahead and type in the word Clowns
what about
again.
Festivus?
Oh, Festivus. All right.
Festivus.
I was just, so it's FESTIVUS.
Ryan, I'm just breaking your chops. You can do whatever you want. Your show.
No. FET?
If they get close, they should be entered.
Well, let's.
No.
It's FET.
FES.
FESTIVUS.
FESTIVUS. Festivus. Let me go ahead and type that in. FESTIVUS.
Ray, just to let you know, John was misspelling Festivus like 4 times.
All right, everybody. I put in Festivus. Don't worry. If it lands on me, it will be a re-roll. So it's FESTIVUS. All right.
That's for the big canvas print. Let's go.
So, Joe, what is a personal goal that you want to see the company achieve over the next 12 months?
12 months?
12 months, 24 months, whatever you got.
12 months. I want to, I'd like to double our cut and light events that we did in 2025. Because to me, there's no better way to engage with the end user than an actual cut and light event in a shop. You know, so that's my goal, is to get more engagement with our consumers.
That is, I mean, that's the best goal you guys can have for a boutique shop. You have to be engaged. You have to put the cigar in somebody's hand. David McGann, it's Festivus, not Clowns. Festivus. That's the only way you guys are going to grow inside the boutique world, is if you guys can get out there and put a cigar in a hand. So kind of walk us through what's your cut and lights look like. What do you guys normally do? Do you do, buy 3, get 1s? Is it box deals? What's a cut and light look like for you guys right now?
We have different packages for different shops. So it depends on if the shop's a box shop, we have packages for that. If the shop's a single shop or a 5-pack shop, we have packages for that. We really tailor it to each shop, to their clients. We don't want to go to a shop with box deals if the clients are buying 3 cigars. So we're being a small company, we're very nimble. We can move. We can really work with ownership to make the event a success.
Sure.
So we do three ones, 5 ones. Buy a box, get 2, 3 free. A lot of raffle items. The canvas prints have been hot lately. We've been doing tickets for the canvas prints.
Okay.
I think in the event we just did in New Mexico, it was based off box sales to win the canvas print, and they had a lot of box sales. They did very well. They did very well. So it depends. We're small enough where we can be nimble.
Now, who's doing cut lights? Are Ray and you, Joe, getting into these, or are you kind of leaving that more to John?
Ray,
no,
Ray
Ray-
does cut and eat. That's about it. He cuts and goes. But
Yeah. So Ray and I are driving to Pittsburgh on the 10th to do a cut and light. All right, pal. John breaking chops. Yeah. So me and Ray still do cut and lights. John does a lot of cut and lights. We have our other sales staff that
yeah,
John
we've got
manages.
a good friend of mine, Jacob, is he's our rep out in New Mexico. He's got Lady Huntington Cigars out there, and he goes all out. Like he was fully dressed up as a clown and tuxedo, the whole nine. He had a great event last Friday night.
Yeah, he did have a good event.
Yep.
Really good event.
So, John, what's your selling style? Like when you walk into a shop, what do you look for first off that might discount them? Like, what's a pet peeve that you have where you're like, I'm not even gonna fucking look in their humidor?
Yeah, well, for me, it's when I walk in. Usually, someone's saying hi. I'll go right into the humidor, and if no one comes in and gives me the chance to say I'm all set, then they're not coming in. They're not working the humidor. And I've been in lounges where I was in that humidor 20 minutes. Nobody even opened up a door to say, "Hey, bro, is there anything we can help you with?" And I made it very clear. I was just standing around looking at shit, not a word. And so that tells me that they're really not interested in trying to move stuff. So that's going to be a difficult sale. But, I mean, typical. I go in and I don't go in saying, "Hi, I'm John from the Cigar Clowns." I go in, I check out the lounge, I go and I buy some cigars, I sit down, I start smoking, check out the vibe of the place, talk to whoever's working, talk to some of the customer, and just sit and bullshit, and then just let it happen organically. I'm usually I'll wear my clown shirt, and someone will ask a question, and that's a good in to start up. But I never go into a lounge saying I'm a cigar rep, and because it's just, to me, I got to show respect to the lounge, and that's going to go in there and show that I'm going to buy some stuff. And I've done it. I worked the lounge for a year before I got in there, and because to me the relationship is more important than anything else, because they're gonna work with me to sell the cigars, because I can't be there all the time.
Sure.
So I have no problem with sitting with their staff and talking about the cigars and smoking the cigars with their staff, so they know what to expect out of it, so they can then explain it to their customers. So I like a very attentive lounge. I like that's attentive to their customers, to where they're just saying, "Hey, I got some recommendations for you." Like when I come over here, Justin's got guys at my local, at the Merchant, that they just hand him an empty bag and say, "Just give me 20," and he'll walk through and grab 20 cigars, and they're guaranteed. He knows their palate, and he's putting stuff in there, and it's just he works a humidor. He knows his clients. He knows
Treats it more like a tobacconist.
Yep.
Than a retailer.
Yep.
So, do you have more success getting the clowns into shops with younger shop owners, whether it be newer shop owners or younger by age, versus the 60, 70, I've seen everything come and go type mentality?
Yeah, that's without question. Any boutique is like that. The older, those old crotchety dudes aren't about to change. And I've got my 7 legacy lines, and that's the way I'm staying. And I respect it. If that's what's making the money, they're happy with that. But I'm looking for that lounge that's hungry, that wants something different, that likes keeping new stuff on the shelves. That's gonna keep working it. And I've had lounges that have bought two from the line, and then when those rolled out, they brought in two more of the line, the other two lines. So they're constantly rotating stock because they have a small humidor. We don't take up a lot of space, so I'm not asking for 20 facings. I just need 4 spots. And a lot of times that you're going in, and that works wonders. And I still think, and I say it all the time, that the personalness of, is that even a fucking word, personalness?
Should
Yeah,
be.
sure.
I just made it up.
Ray, is personalness a word?
Personalness,
Yeah.
not in the English.
I don't think
dictionary,
it's
no.
a word, but it makes
I think I made it
sense.
up.
John, you've been X'd. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ray said no. Ray said no.
That personal touch of, if
You
you
can throw
got
as many hand gestures as you want. I'm not changing my mind. It's not happening.
if you got a problem,
You're retarded.
you're talking directly to me, or I'm going to get one of the other guys to call you, and so you're going to have that connection to an owner. It's a different feel than when you're dealing with some of the larger brands. You're not getting owners. You're not getting you're just getting a rep. You're not getting that personal touch. I think that was the word I was looking for.
So what would you say then to a shop owner that turns around and goes, Cigar Clowns? Well, that sounds like a gimmick. Like, I've never heard of them before. You got a clown on your, like, what's your, and I'm sure you would get responses like that when people don't know you.
We
But
just
how
tell
do
them
you
to go
handle
to
that, John?
page 70 on Cigars and Spirits magazine this month. Get a 92 rating of Goldie Grace.
And, I know,
Just saying.
of course. You guys
All right,
have a
all right.
pedigree
Flip it
to
over.
show back to. That's
Flip
why
it
I was
open.
that's why I was
That's it.
curious as to what John's retort would be. Plus, this is maybe how you guys could judge him for a bonus if he gets the question right.
Well, it's easy. I mean, it's when you talk about it, it's you got to take it serious. We've been around for 5 and coming up on 6 years, and Joe says it all the time. Trust our palates. You're gonna like what we have.
It's 7 years.
Yeah.
2018. That's okay. It's all right, John. You get your history lesson later on. But yes, trust our palates.
Trust
brother.
our palates.
Trust our palates.
So,
Trust our palates.
so then do you like argue? Would you just kind of back out if somebody was kind of took that attitude with you, John? Just say, okay, we're not for you, or would you actually stand your ground and tell them why you are for them?
I'm very fortunate at this point that the lounges that I have picked have not given me that line. So I haven't. I'm not much. I'm too old to argue these days. Usually I just want to punch them in the face, but that's never happened. So
It
and I know
would be a good way to get into a shop.
Yeah, that's really not.
I have argued, Ryan, and what I tell them is you need new blood to come into your shop, and when new blood comes in, they're looking for new cigars and they're looking for different cigars. When the people that are sitting here right now are dead in 15, 20 years, if it's an older shop where there's guys like 80 years old sitting there smoking from 5 o'clock in the morning till they close, you need to have the boutiques, because these legacy companies, they all started as boutiques.
They did.
Who was selling cigars out of their trunk? Who was selling cigars out of their grandfather's garage in Dominican Republic? All these brands started small.
Abe tells a story about how he told Rocky nobody's gonna, how he used to talk about Rocky in the beginning. Nobody's gonna buy a cigar with the last name Patel.
So I remember in New York, he used to come around to the shops, and it was before it was Rocky Patel, it was Buffalo something or other cigars, and he used to come in his full like garb, like his whole like his before he was wearing suits and stuff. So you know what I mean? He was a small guy.
Oh yeah.
And now now they go in and they say, I'm gonna give you a humidor, I'm gonna stuff your humidor, and you're gonna buy X amount from me over the next year, or otherwise we're gonna take it out. And so these guys push.
And that's a
'cause they want
great
that free
point,
humidor.
though. Like, Drew Estate started boutique. Perdomo started boutique. Everybody starts off that way.
That's right.
And I think too often,
So when they started boutique, they
I
were selling
know.
cigars out of their garage, like the grandfather was rolling them and sell them for like 20 cents or whatever.
Yeah, too often people look back at the legacies and just forget that portion of the story, right?
Mhm.
They think they were just poof, they're worth $100 million and they're selling 10 million cigars a quarter. Like
That's right.
that took years and years of literal sweat and tears to get to that point.
Right. There's a picture that I love, and it's from the, I don't know, the early 2000, late 90s. And it's a picture, I believe, on Cigar Aficionado, and has Jonathan Drew, Caldwell, Matt Boofy, and somebody else on it. I'm sorry if I forget your name or if I forget your face right now. But they were like the new kids on the block.
Tony Bellotto?
That's it, Tony. I believe it was Tony Bellotto. So it's a freaking picture. They were young. They were kids, like in the cigar industry. Now they're the titans.
Hmm.
So it's just it's like every industry. Leadership changes. Yeah, you have boots on the ground. I'm not saying we're coming for them, but it's a big pond.
Yep.
We're a little fish. There's a lot of room for us to nibble. We just gotta stay clear. We don't want to get into any fights with any bigger fish,
Yep.
and that's it.
So
That's it.
In a lounge, the way that I was kind of trained about the whole thing is, and I think I've been fortunate that I haven't had to get to that conversation with a lounge owner, because I go in and start a relationship with them first. So it's not about what are you selling. It's about the relationship of who I am, what I do, what my background is, and just connecting at some point. And where they're gonna feel, I've yet to meet the guy that has been that disrespectful to just brush me off and laugh at it over the what I'm bringing them, because I want to start a relationship with them. There's not
sure.
a lot that I have right now that I can't call the owner or the manager of the lounge right now to just bullshit with them.
So, John, how do you guarantee they try your samples? Because what I hear from a lot of shop owners that I'm close friends with is, dude, I get 20, 30 cigars a day from shops. Like, I can't smoke them all. So, when you go in, do you cut and do you tell the shop owner, hey, put that down here, take this? Like,
I
how do
try to,
you
yeah.
make them smoke that?
There's really no way you can unless you tell them. I mean, you follow up as best you can and you ask a couple questions about the cigars that you left, but trying to smoke with them at the spot. That's why it's important to make appointments a lot of times. And a lot of these guys, that's what they want, is they'd rather you make an appointment so they can set a time and sit with you. A lot, the guys that really are interested in the boutique lines, they're going to sit down and they're going to make time for you to sit and smoke and talk about the cigars. So trying to smoke with them when you first get in there is going to be is one of the best ways to guarantee they smoke it.
Now, are you doing education too for the salespeople around the brand, or are you leaving that to the owner?
I offer it and I talk about it enough that, and I hit the lounges and I call the lounges as much as I possibly can. So, I mean, they've got a connection. I think that, because we're a smaller company, I think we need to be a little more attentive so they don't forget about us, as opposed to, one of the bigger guys could call them once every 6 months. So I like to be a little more available to talk to these guys and give them feedback or get any feedback that they have.
So, what kind of is your dynamic then? Like, what's your guys' time frame for a retailer to where you guys are like, we're just not working together? Like, do you guys take that approach to it, like that active approach where it's like, hey, you haven't ordered in like 6 months. How do we change this? How do we beef this up? What can we do?
Oh
If
yeah,
they're not ordering.
sure. We're not. We don't want to lose a lounge, but
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, the
that's
point
a
where,
whole different mentality
yeah,
over the last 2 years that you guys have had to develop, which is that lounge taking care of mentality versus the limited drops. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, well, we do offer limited drops, right? And the only way the lounges can get our limited drops is if they're buying from us constantly. They are allowed an allocation. So it's if a guy puts an order in once a year, he's not going to get our limited drops unless he orders part of our core line.
Yeah,
And
but
the
would you guys
exam,
call that one time a year owner and go, how do we boost your sales? What could we do to get you guys to buy more? Do you take that active sell into approach? with the shop owner, that holding the hand and letting them know that you'll help them?
Yes, like John says, we show up. We show up, man. We sit there with the clients. We smoke cigars. We definitely go over different programs how we can help them sell our cigars. And if it's doing, showing up to do a cut and light, to do an educational event, to give away some swag, to help them move some products and get some more of our products in there to see what's going wrong. John will tell you sometimes it's the placement of the cigars in the shop.
Oh,
You
big
place those
time.
cigars on the bottom shelf, man,
Big time.
You're not
and
moving.
nobody's selling the cigars. You might as well just freaking throw them in the garbage.
You
So
know what
then,
the
That,
hardest question is to ask an owner? What are
mm,
you doing to help sell my cigars?
mm.
that's
That's
a
the hardest.
valid question, because his question is, what are you doing to keep my cigars stocked? So
Yep.
that's just as valid. What do you
Yep.
typically get on a response?
But it's all on how you deliver it. That's I mean that's an easy question to ask if you're that direct. But you also got to remember that you don't want to, you're not trying to insult these guys, and you're not trying to blame these guys, but you want to work with them, and it's like, what are you doing to help? What's going on that you think that they're not moving? And it's even down to like, listen, fucking every day you come in, grab one of them and smoke it. Your guys come up to you and see what you're smoking every day. You're smoking a Festivus, you're smoking a King, you're smoking whatever. They're gonna start getting onto that and start. That's how you're going to introduce it. If they see you smoking it, go and give one to your best customer that's there all day, that everybody goes and talks to. Give him one of the cigars so he can smoke it, so they can say, hey, what are you smoking? And he's going to turn them on to it. He's not going to say no to a free cigar.
Mhm.
No, he won't. He won't. Do you go up to like their staff and give them cigars too, and do that, or do you stay with the owner primarily? I know
No,
some reps will
I
walk in
slip.
and everybody gets a cigar, right?
I palm 20s, 50s, hundreds, whatever it takes. Cigars. I meet them in the parking lot. If they're into different things, I take care of it.
20
We
bucks is
we
20 bucks, Joe.
$20 is $20. That's right. Yeah, man, we're old school. We grease whatever wheels it takes. And when and we find it's not greasing the wheels. We find it's having a fan in the shop, having
Mm-hmm.
somebody that really believes in our brand. You know, like
A champion.
when you have somebody really good in the shop that's a fan, and because we interact with our fans and that believes in you and wants you to succeed, they go the extra mile. Go, oh, did you smoke the King of Clowns? Or I'm smoking the King of Clowns, or you know, we that's why we have the Cigar Clown Army, right? We have special swag. We have we send random bombs to different people of cigars, and when the guys get involved, that's what helps us grow.
So
The guys and girls. There's girls as well.
talk about that Cigar Cloud Army. How do people
Mhm.
be a part of that? How do they get access to that limited swag? Are you
Yeah, man.
doing special stuff for the Cigar Clown Army with retailers? Like,
Well, it's a really secret club right now. It's the the only way to enter is on our Facebook page. We have the Cigar Clown Army Facebook page, um, and then we'll invite you to a herf. We'll have you smoke with us and hang out, and then it's a lot of whispers and a lot of secret stuff behind the. There's an initiation. Larry the Moose knows pretty well. Probably doesn't want to talk about it, but it's just a lot of fun. It's
are
just
we
a lot of
talking
fun.
like Kevin Bacon
Yeah, I don't,
type of initiation? Thank you, sir.
we,
May I have another type of
Listen,
initiation?
listen. If they shoe in,
Ray's over there like, yes,
if you come in during
yes.
Joe's birthday month, you're a shoe into the army.
Talking about
that's right.
sleepers.
No, the oh
Animal House.
Animal
That's a
House,
fucked up initiation.
Animal House,
Animal
where
House.
it
Yeah,
shows
so
Kevin Bacon bent over taking the paddle. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
yeah, we're slowly building out the army, man. Right now, it's just it's a very underground thing to be a part of. But pretty soon, we're gonna be doing limited edition swag like this Cigar Clown Army sweatshirt I'm rocking right now. We're gonna bring those back just for guys in the army and girls in the army that want to pre-order them, things like that. Just just things and not make money off of it, right? So if the sweatshirt costs us $40, we charge $40 for it. You know, if it costs us, there's a lot of colors on this on the logo for the Cigar Clowns Army.
Are you kidding
That's
me?
why the print.
The one thing the cigar community loves is showing off the swag that they get.
Hmm.
Having them wear a hoodie is advertising all day long. You know, like
Yep.
that's like that makes total sense. Like there's no reason to make money off of it. If they want to wear it, give it to them for cost. You know,
We
um,
Ryan, we have a guy, Big Phil in the Army, and he sends pictures randomly of when we get pictures of him randomly. Like we got a picture of him in Disney World, and this guy's a mountain of a man. He's like 6'8", like 400 pounds. He's a mountain of a man. He has our biggest Cigar Clown Army sweatshirt. I believe it's a 5X. We made it specifically for him.
that's like
He
a
is
flag.
a walking billboard. You know, when he rocks it.
It's no,
So
absolutely. So here in closing, let's go ahead and do the final drawing for the night, and then we'll go ahead and close up the show here. So let's see here. We've got all right, everybody. Last chance. It's Festivus. If you haven't put it in yet, too bad. It's been a long time. So no crying, no bitching. Whoever wins wins. And
in
yes, you can
shops in
win
2 weeks.
twice.
That's right. In
So
shops in 2 weeks. Let's go.
Festivus in shops in 2 weeks. All right, let's see who's up. We've got Lefties Cigars. Lefties
Lefties. Let's
Cigars.
go.
So it sounds like the guys know you.
Yep.
So reach out to them or me, and they will get that canvas over to you.
He'll just hit
Um,
me. Jason just hit me up.
there you go. Jason, hit him up.
Let's
Fantastic.
go.
Awesome. Great. Let's see here. Let's get that off.
Ray, you've been very quiet.
I'm chilling, bro.
He's just
You know-
enjoying not being able to listen to John, I think.
We're gonna have John do these more often, so we could sit back. I could just chill.
Listen, when I
I don't
first
have
met
to listen
Ray,
to him.
He's here for the
Right.
looks anyways.
for the first like
Yeah.
6-8 months, I thought Ray was homeless because he only fucking hurt out of his car. Like literally,
Oh yeah.
on the radar, he was in his car. So I'm like, this fucking dude's homeless.
He said he thought you were homeless for the first
Mm.
8 months because he said you herfed out of your car.
I did.
Yeah.
But then he realized New York City, you know, you can't really herf.
Yeah.
There's no shops to go to at a certain point of the
Mhm.
night. It's raining. It's minus 10 degrees. You know, wind's
Yeah.
blowing.
Fucking homeless Ray.
So, homeless Ray, he says.
Almost right. I got an idea for a cigar name, the Bearded Mime.
Ooh,
bearded mime, let's go. The
Mm.
bearded
You
mime. I like it.
know, that's a good
It
one.
works. It
So you said
works.
I'm quiet, but the wheels are always spinning, bro.
That's a
Mm.
good one. See, Ray takes the notion of the quiet one in the room's usually the smartest.
Yes,
Mm.
it's
I
true.
don't know about
I was trying to
I'll
save
take
you,
it.
Ray.
that. It's like watching the Three Stooges and somebody would say to them, "Gentlemen," and they turn around because they wasn't thinking it was them.
So, John, some lightning round questions for you as you are the first time on the show here. What is your favorite cut of
Straight.
cigar? Straight cut.
Straight up. Yep.
What is your favorite pairing?
I'm a one-trick pony. It's a Habano and rye, a rye whiskey.
Okay. Do you have a favorite rye whiskey?
I'm a huge fan of Bullet Rye, but I'll try just about anything. The newest one is not a rye. I got into Travelers. That some country guy makes it, and it's a banging whiskey.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you need to find yourself some Hidden Barn. It's really good.
Hidden Barn.
Hidden Barn.
Hidden Barn. Okay.
Yep. 11 generation or 14 generation, something like that, moonshining family. He took the whole company legal in 2015 and has been just killing it since.
Okay.
You know, John, like when you
Really,
were growing
really
up,
good.
Hidden Barn. You know Hidden Barn.
What is your favorite rapper? You could give me musician if you want, or you could just give me cigar rapper, whatever's up to you.
I'm a straight metalhead, so my favorite rapper is
I
gotta be
figured that.
Mexican San Andres.
Okay. Mexican San Andres. What is your biggest pet peeve in a lounge? Personal pet peeve.
The dude that jams a cigar out instead of just letting it sit and go, and and they think they're doing it right, and they just jam the shit out of that cigar in the ashtray.
Let
Drives
it
me.
die with dignity.
Yep.
What is, if you were able to go back in history and take a Cigar Clown cigar to any person, you had a one-way ticket to a historical event to smoke a cigar, what would the historical event be and what cigar would you take?
First, it'd be my dad. I never smoked a cigar with my pops, and I wish I did. I think he would absolutely love the King.
Okay. What historical figure, if you could go back in time and smoke a cigar with, who would it be? Can't say Jesus.
Yeah, I'm all set with that. Did I got to be dead?
Anyone.
David Ortiz. Fucking not even a question.
Okay.
David Ortiz. 2004 World Series.
Fantastic.
I would absolutely bring him a Geppetto.
Okay. If you were able to get in, what is a white whale shop that you're working on right now?
Man.
You guys already got into the biggest shop, which was smoking.
Yeah,
so
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're already there. I would have to say I'd love to be in with BL Luxuries with Baron Cigars.
Okay. What state's that?
That's out of Pennsylvania, out of Harrisburg. They do the BL Luxury does. They've got a huge subscription program, and they've got it's Baron Cigars out of Harrisburg. Man, the humidor is insane.
Fantastic. If so, this will be a question for each one of you because I don't think I've ever asked any of you guys this. So, Ray, we'll start with you since you've been the most talkative of the night. If and when, or not if and when, but when you get to meet your creator, whoever it is, what would you like to hear?
Now you want to put me in deep thought? Shit.
I love this question because it's very introspective.
It is, because it can go in so many different directions.
So many directions.
I can go.
You gotta go because I need a minute for that.
I forgive you.
Is that to Ray or is that what you want to hear?
No, that's what I want to hear.
Okay. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I forgive you. Okay, John, what about you?
My dad, it would be pretty just big. You were a good person. That was something that was very important to my father. To when he talked to me about my sons and just making sure they were good people, and I would think that hearing that would be huge for me.
Ray?
I probably would say why.
Oh, what he's going to say to you.
No, what was he going to say? What do you want to hear?
I gave you a little dick because...
I don't know. First time I'm stumped.
I stole that from inside the actor studio with James Lipton, and I love that question because there's no wrong answer.
Such a good question.
There's
I know.
No wrong answer.
I love you.
And that's simple. That's awesome. That's a great answer. Well, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. John, it was fantastic to have you on. I know this was last minute for you to jump on. I feel like Ray twisted your arm to get on. No, I'm just kidding. But Joe. Yeah, Joe was texting you. But thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate you introducing yourself to the audience. And I love what you guys are doing. I'm really excited for 2026. All the big announcements that Joe is a little vague about. I'm looking forward to those. And obviously the 6x60 is going to be a big release for you guys because that's a huge selling size for a cigar. And I know a lot of shops are selling 6x60, so it just makes sense. So as
we'll make sure you get those samples. Don't worry.
I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
that. I appreciate that. As we go ahead and leave, John, for the night, here you go. This is probably going to be part of your bonus as well. Why choose Cigar Clowns? Close this out.
It really, honestly, if you just listen to the story and you understand the love and passion that goes into every one of those cigars, and we believe in what we do, you're not just buying a cigar; you're buying part of the family. You become part of the family, and I think that's the most important thing because it's about community. It's about keeping each other safe and being there for one another, and that's exactly what the clowns represent.
Fantastic. Well, I'm a big supporter of you guys. Love the fact that you guys are part of the family here at the Rocky Mountain Cigar Show and been partners with it. You got the biggest side in the background.
Let's go.
So thank you all very much. And to everybody watching tonight, hopefully you had a great time. It was a great show. And we had some great giveaways and prizes. Dave, don't forget to reach out to me. I haven't checked if you already have. But if you don't reach out to me, can't really get you your winnings. So that's in your court. We offered the winnings. You have to claim them. The other one, it sounds like you guys know exactly who they are. So there's that for that. So until we see you all again, smoke what you like. Smoke as much fucking Cigar Clowns as you can. Have a great, great rest of your week. Bye, everyone.